Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss one Java program that is ISC class 11 or class 10 standard you can consider. Today in this program we are going to find a number is prime number or not, but it is not just a number. We are going to take a number from user and then we are going to find a square root of the number. Then we are going to check that square root number is a prime number or not. Okay. So yes, it's a little bit complex oriented program, but we have to do that one because it's a normal standard for class ISC 11 as well as class ICSE class 10. So I have BlueJ software. I am going to open that, and if you have other software like JCreator or something else, then you can do that in that software. So that is BlueJ. I'm opening it. That is the window, and I'm going to put that new class. See, they're asking for the class name, so I'm going to give the class name like prime. So this is my class name. So if I press OK, then class will be created. Now click that one and see lots of default messages will be here. You just select and delete. Now you can write your own program. So first, as I told you, I am going to take the input from user. So to take input from user, you have three ways. Number one, you can take a parameter. Number two, you can take a scanner class, and number three, you can use input stream reader and buffer reader concept. So I'm going to use the second one, scanner class. So I have to fetch that one, import java dot util. After that you can put dot star. That means from util every class you are going to fetch, or you can be a specific like util dot scanner. Both are correct. If you write util dot star and semicolon, that is also correct. If you write util dot scanner and then semicolon, that is also correct. Okay. So import java dot util dot scanner. Now I'm going to declare the public class. That is public class, and what I give the name prime. So that is my class. Now I'm going to use one function. This program is not for only to check the prime number, to find the square root number. Not only that, through this program you can also find that how can you call user defined function. Okay. See that how can you define a function, user defined function. Two types of function we have, user defined and library defined. Now we are discussing the user defined function. So here public static void, and then this is function. I'm going to take a return as yes or no, so I'm going to put it like a boolean. So boolean is prime. Sorry. So enter. So that is your function. Now in this function, as I told you, I'm going to return it. So I have to give the parameter. Suppose I give int n. That is my parameter. Now in this block I have to check. This is for checking prime number. So before checking prime number, I have to check that number is okay or not. So if that n less than equals to 1, that means 0 or 1. So here I'm going to give return false. Why? Because 0 and 1 not going to count in the prime number, so it's a false. Now in this block, another option I have for checking for loop. For int I equals to 2, because 0 and 1 has been checked. Now from 2 it will start. So 2 int I equals to 2, and then I less than equal to that logic math function. Math is a library and math dot square root. So math dot square root of n, because n is a parameter, semicolon I plus plus. So here I am going to check if it is that, then in this block, if n mod I equals to 0, then return false. Because if any number from 2 to 7, if it is divisible for 7, means remainder is 0, then of course it is not a prime, because we know that prime means what? 1 and that number. That means if you consider 12, then 1 to 12, within that, suppose 2 and 6 is divisible for 12, remainder is 0. That means 12 is not a prime number. But if you consider 11, within 1 to 11, only 1 and 11 is a divisible for 11, means remainder 0. So that's a factor. Okay, fine. So now return false. So come out of the for loop, you have to give that return true. If it is not done, then return true. Yes, it's a prime number. So I'm going to check that this one is okay or not. So this is our function, so I'm going to compile it. See, one error is there, return false. What is the error? Yes, semicolon is missing. See that, it's coming. What is the error? Semicolon is missing. See, so maybe in question paper also you can face this kind of things, that one program is given and few errors are there. You have to find out what errors are there. That's the board pattern. So now you are going to compile and see at the down, class compile, no syntax error. So this is okay. Now we are going to define public static void main. Public static void main. Here we are going to write string arguments. These things are also discussed in my previous videos, you can check that one. So public static void main string arguments, that is given. So here now my main function has been created. Here we are going to take the inputs. So I have to call the scanner class. Scanner, suppose OB, I'm taking one object of scanner class. You can give any name. So new scanner, that's a constructor rule. So here we have to write system dot in. That's it. So object has been created. What is the object name? OB. This is the object name, OB. So now we are going to take one variable, suppose double. So that one we are going to take double num. Suppose this one I'm going to take. So here OB dot next double. Done. So input taking is done. This is our process to take the input. To take input. To take input. So I'm taking a double input because square root I'm going to find from this. That is the reason. So here I'm going to take one variable, suppose int x equals to what? Equals to, you have to find out that square root. So I have to call math dot sqrt within bracket semicolon that number num. But see, that's a double and this one is int, so it will not work. So I have to typecasting int. See, that is the process of typecasting. Lots of things I'm doing in this one program. So that one done. See, I did the typecasting and this one transferred into integer type. Okay, this one transferred into integer type. Now this x I'm going to check. So if is prime, that is my function name, I'm calling that function. That is the way how you can call a function in the main. So that is prime, is prime, that's a function name, and here x, because that is the signature, int x, this is also int n, that means type of the signature matched. So here we are going to give message system dot out dot print semicolon. Here you just give the value, means message, it is prime number, and give a plus operator for printing and give the value. What is the value? That x, this one. Okay, now again else, you have another one, else, always we have. So else I'm going to use the copy paste advantage. So it is not a prime number. That's it. So that is the logic. So I'm going to check that one, any compiler syntax error is there or not. See, no syntax error, no syntax error. So what I did, took a scanner class, create an object, double num I took because it's a square root one, so I have to use a decimal one. Then I took the integer variable, but here you have to do the typecasting because it is in a double, you cannot store it in int, then it will be a type error. So that one square root function has been called through math library. That's it. So syntax, no syntax error. So I'm going to close this and this one prime, right click, void main. This is the way, already you know if you see my video, but this is the way how you can give the user input. So click that one, press OK, and see, this is the particular place where you are going to place the input. Suppose I am giving 49. See, 49, it is a prime number 7. That means 49, what is the square root? 7. So I am going to check that 7 is a prime number or not. Yes, it's 7 is a prime number. So I am going to check that another one by giving a non-prime number. So well, I am going to give, suppose 64 and 8 is not a prime number. See that 64, it is not a prime number, and see, it is coming beside 1. So what should I do? Go back to program. See that I give that system.out print. I didn't give the new line 1, so give the new line 1. Give the new line 1. Okay, then you can find the in the next line. So compile, that's it. Now go to that function again. See, if I give that one, it will come in the new line statement. Suppose I am giving 64 to 49. Again give the 49 please. Yeah, see that it is coming prime number 8 and 49. Wait, again I am going to open. I didn't give there, no? That's why. Yeah, I didn't give that. That's why. So compile. See, it's a new line. 64, it is not a prime, that's because it's a 8. So this way you can check a prime number or not. In this program we did many things, like how you can call a user defined function, how you can define a user defined function and then you can call that user defined function, and how you can use the math dot square root library one, for loop, how you can use the for loop with if condition, and where you should use the return statement for the parameter one. I can give that system.out.println, but here system.out.println is not suitable because that return statement is given, so I have to give return false and return true. And how you can use a scanner class. So many things are there in this program. Please do practice. Thank you everyone. Bye bye. See you. Happy programming.